Alright, in this module we'll deal with something called the mini toolbar, which is also something that I call sometimes the formatting palette or the floating palette. If you have dealt with Office on the Mac, for example, especially Word on the Mac, you probably are familiar with this. This is probably something that's going to be kind of old hat for you. But you notice in the last module I tried to click away or move away from a feature that I told you I would explain in this module, and this is it. When I make a selection of text, like I have right here, this 7 years ago piece of text, you'll notice that I get a very light translucent palette that all of a sudden appears over the selected text, and as I move my mouse closer to that palette, it becomes less and less translucent. It becomes opaque. So if I want to make very quick formatting changes to that text that are very common, like make the text bold, make the text italicized, and so on, change the font size to 12-point font, you can do so with the options that you see in that formatting palette. So change the font up and down, format, you can copy it with the use of Format Painter, highlight the text, change the color as you've just seen, center it, and so on, and apply bullets as well. So again, that is called the mini toolbar, and that is on by default. In just a bit I'll show you how to make sure that that is on, or conversely you can toggle it off if you want to. Now the thing about using the formatting palette, as you can see, mini toolbar, is that it does not give you the ability to do the live preview. So I'll make that same selection once again, and you can see that if I change to 14 point, again I don't get that live preview ability. The live preview ability, if I make a selection and then go up to the ribbon is where I get that live preview. So if I want to see exactly what 18 point or 16 point font is going to look like, or 14 point, before I let go of the mouse or before I actually make my click, bingo, then I use the ribbon. So the ribbon gives me that live preview ability. How do I govern both of these things? Go to the Office button. Open up your Word options here. So at the bottom right-hand corner of the Office button, or the Office button menu, click on Word Options, and then look for the popular grouping here. It should be selected by default, and what you're looking for is the top options for working with Word. This should be checked by default, Show Mini Toolbar on selection. This should also be turned on by default, Enable Live Preview. Now if you don't want to enable that, or if you don't want to show the mini toolbar, then of course you can uncheck these options here. It may speed up performance a little bit, but it really should not put that high of a tax on your system to use both the mini toolbar and the live preview features. So that's really it in this relatively brief module. I just want to draw your attention to those two options, and again just stress why they're there. Why would you have a mini toolbar where you can do some quick formatting? Well, it's to reduce the number of click steps. It's to reduce the amount of labor that's needed to make a change to the text. Something that people do all the time. No matter how complex your use of Word will get, most of your tasks are going to involve putting in text and then formatting that text. And the mini toolbar and certainly the live preview make that a lot easier.